You look like you don't belong here.
Consider yourself lucky.
Your number 5 film is one that almost made it on my list, didn't quite make it there, but it does look really fascinating. Great title, too. Tell me about Cuckoo. Cuckoo. I keep thinking Sound of Music, but tell me about Cuckoo.
Every time I think of Cuckoo, I think of the House on Cuckoo Lane, which was an absolutely banger of a movie. That's a horror film you should check out. What's really cool about Cuckoo is the cast for me, because Dan Stevens is one of my favorite actors to watch. That guy is so interesting. Jessica Henwick is also on there from Iron Fist. She's on here as well. It looks to be very suspenseful.
Hunter Schafer from Euphoria, which has gotten a lot of critical praise. Zendaya's show.
It's a mystery. It's always interesting to have the outsider come in, right? Like you have to take in a relative or a daughter or a son or whatever, and then they come into a house and there's always that weird dynamic, like who's going to be on your side, who's going to be, which person's going to show their colors first. Do they really care about you? Do they not care about you? I think Cuckoo is, like here, it sounds like she's going to be being gaslit, and I'm all for it. I'm already here to see it. I want to see how she gets out of it. The young actress who starred in it is a girl named Hunter Schafer, who I've never heard of before. But of course,
she's from the Max, HBO Max show Euphoria, which is from Zendaya from the Spider-Man movies. And Hunter Schafer is a trans actress. Was born male, is transitioned to being a woman, and now she's venturing out in films. And she's actually on a couple of films being released this summer. So Hunter Schafer, good actress.
That may be maybe that'll play part of the story. Probably not, but I mean it could be, because that would be definitely different. Of course,
they have her as an outsider character, so I don't know if that's going to play, if her biology is going to play into the character of this film or not, but it definitely helps her with her authenticity, with the outsider perspective. Absolutely.
I noticed too, and not only in the cast, but it also has Marton Csokas in it. He's an excellent baddie. Oh my gosh, he plays a terrific bad guy. Of course, he was the bad guy in the first Equalizer, and he was one of the main bad guys into a very, very underrated and overlooked series called Into the Badlands. He was excellent in that as well.
Nice.
Really.
And Dan Stevens, Dan Stevens, great theater actor, great. I think he was Beast in Beauty and the Beast, the Emma Watson one. I think.
Actually, he did one movie which I actually thought had already gotten a sequel out, and this is part of the problem that we were talking about earlier, just a minute ago, about like taking too long, because the first movie that he did in this, he did a movie called The Visitor. That movie was bonkers, and he walked away. It was like, oh, okay, we could make a sequel out of this, but again, no one does it. And by time someone realizes that, hey, let's do a sequel of this Visit, it's already going to be 10 years down the road, and people have already forgotten about it.
And then the actors get aged out of the characters.
Right. I'm interested in Cuckoo. I think it's going to be very interesting.